Hi, and welcome to the Market Condition Report for the Las Vegas Valley. This report is brought to you each month by North American Title, and this is for the period January 2013 for SFR only. And the first part of our report here is our history portion of the report, where we can take a look at 13 months of market history. Beginning in December of 2011, when the median price was $120,000. Currently, $149,900 December 12. So our median price is increasing at an average rate of about $2,573 per month, which is obviously good news for sellers. In terms of how this trend line is changing, 2573 is currently increasing at the rate of $218 a month, which means that we can expect that next month, based upon current trending, that our trend will increase to 2,573 plus 218. Closings per month demand, if you review these numbers, they're rather consistent over time. Actually, we're losing about 44 transactions per month over time. Last year, we were at 3,374 closings total. Now we're down to 2,793. So there's been a slow change in this at the rate of about a negative 44 transactions per month. On the market supply, more significant change here. Last year, 9782 on the market, currently 3753. So there's been a rather large increase of 502 transactions, listings per month decline in inventory during the 13-month period. Now, looking at our ratios, the ratio of supply to demand, which is another way of saying how many sellers are there for each buyer. Last year was at 2.9, now it's at 1.3, so the market has tightened up significantly and has been declining at an average rate of 0.14 units per month. Ratio of, the composition of the market, REO short and standard, we can see that last year was at 1528. We're now down to 267, so the REO market is slowly diminishing at the rate of about 116 closings per month on average. Short sale on the increase in 41 transactions, standard on the increase of 31 transactions. However, the market as a whole is down 44 transactions, and of course our little graph over here is actually the graph of our trend line, and we've got our little graphic here to spread the happy news that we do have an increasing price schedule. Do take a moment to read our comments down here, especially down at the bottom where it says the 6-month SFR median price estimate based on current conditions is 165,711, which means that we can expect that in July of 2013, median price will increase from 149.9 to 165,771. So that's obviously a very good trend, and it's based upon these gains per month. Now, the first part of our report is history. The second part is current events, and here we'll look at the current market in the following areas. On the market supply, which is a number of listings, 3,587 properties on the market. Closed per month, which is demand, 2,671 properties per month. While these are closing, this number is failing, which means that our percent selling is about 66%, which means that the overall probability that any one given property will close in the current market is currently 66%, and when we subtract that from 100%, it leaves a 34% failure rate. Days on the market, which is a time from the listing of the property till entry in escrow, 63 days, and in escrow there's 10,558 properties, most of which, as we'll see later, are short sales. Supply and demand, ratio of supply to demand. You can see here in Boulder City, we have an inordinate number of sellers on the market for the buyers, which is, it's inordinate in the sense that it deviates from the rest of the market. The market as a whole is 1.3, Boulder City's 3.9. Median ask price is what sellers in the aggregate are asking for their property, $210,000. Median in escrow, and where buyers are currently active, $132,000. Median close price, $149,000. Now, the second page of our report is exactly like the first page, current events. You read it in the same way. I won't go over all of the numbers here, but what you should do is compare the various measures down here for each type of property type, REO, short, or standard. You can see here that closing probability for REO is very high and a very short time, very tight market at 1.5, median ask price 165, median and escrow price 134, and buyers are currently active at 134, and the market closes out at 140. Now, when you compare the REO numbers to short sale and standard, you can see that closing probability for REO is 90%, is 62% for short sale and 66% for standard. And so we can see there's a major difference there. Days on the market, 81 days. Actually, here we have 47 days for our standard, which means that our standard transactions are moving quickly. In escrow, 8,370 short sales, which we mentioned earlier. So the bulk of the activity is short sale. In escrow, 1,709 for our standard sales. And looking at the ratio of supply and demand, we see an extremely tight market here. If you look at on the market supply, 632, but we're closing 1219. That's almost twice as much closings as there is inventory on the market, which means that our number in escrow is being drawn down. Now, the hope for agents, of course, is that listing activity will begin and we can start filling this hole in escrow before it goes dry. But too many more months of having this type of closing and this type of inventory and this rather poor amount of supply on the market may deplete escrow and lead to a real problem. Currently, ratio of supply to demand 0.52, median ask price in the aggregate on the part of sellers 165. Buyers like them at 125, and the market closes at 135. And here we go through the same situation, but we don't have the same supply-demand imbalance that we have here. 66% closing probability in very short 47 days, 2.2 on the ratio of supply to demand. And sellers are asking 248. The market likes it at 185 and 165 current closing. Now, we at North American Title hope you've enjoyed our report, and most of all, we hope it helps you and it helps your sellers see and your buyers see the real, true reality of the market. And when you give them good information, they make good decisions. So thank you very much for North American Title. Have a good month, and we'll see you in escrow at North American Title.